Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. Today we will see the book of Joshua chapters 3 and 4. Joshua chapter 3, Crossing the Jordan River. In Joshua chapter 3, we witness a pivotal moment in the Israelites' journey as they are on the brink of entering the long-awaited Promised Land. After the death of Moses, Joshua, now their leader, stands at the edge of the Jordan River with the entire nation, ready to take the next step of faith. Joshua instructs the people to prepare themselves and sanctify themselves, for they are about to witness the wonders of God. He tells them that they have not passed this way before, emphasizing that they are entering uncharted territory. However, Joshua reassures them of God's faithfulness and promises that he will be with them every step of the way. As the priests carry the Ark of the Covenant, the symbol of God's presence, they step into the Jordan River. Miraculously, as soon as their feet touch the water, the flow stops, and the waters pile up in a heap upstream, allowing the Israelites to cross the river on dry ground. The crossing of the Jordan River mirrors the miraculous crossing of the Red Sea during the time of Moses. It serves as a powerful reminder to the Israelites of God's unwavering faithfulness, His mighty power, and His fulfillment of His promises. This event marks the beginning of a new chapter in the Israelites' journey. They have left behind the wilderness and are now stepping into the land flowing with milk and honey, the land God had sworn to give to Abraham and his descendants. The crossing of the Jordan River is not just a physical crossing. It is also a spiritual crossing, a crossing from the old into the new, from the past into the future, and from the wilderness into the promised inheritance. In Joshua chapter 3, we see the importance of faith, obedience, and trust in God's guidance as we move forward in our own journey of faith. It reminds us that God is faithful to His promises, and He will lead us through every obstacle as we follow Him with unwavering devotion. The chapter concludes with the people safely crossing the Jordan River, and the Ark of the Covenant resting in the middle of the riverbed until all the people had crossed over. This visual representation of God's presence among His people reinforces the significance of this event. As we read Joshua chapter 3, let us be encouraged to trust in God's leading, to step out in faith when facing new challenges, and to remember that with God, nothing is impossible. Just as the Israelites crossed the Jordan River on dry ground, we too can conquer any obstacles in our lives with God's guidance and strength. Let us walk in faith and obedience, knowing that God is always with us, leading us into the abundant life He has prepared for us. Joshua chapter 4, Memorial Stones. In Joshua chapter 4, after the miraculous crossing of the Jordan River, God instructs Joshua to have 12 men, one from each tribe of Israel, select a stone from the riverbed. These stones are to serve as a memorial of the great miracle God performed by stopping the river's flow so that the Israelites could cross on dry ground. The 12 men bring the stones to the campsite, and Joshua sets them up as a memorial at Gilgal, the place where they camped after crossing the Jordan. This memorial is a visible reminder to future generations of God's power and faithfulness in leading His people. God's purpose in establishing the memorial is to ensure that the Israelites, as well as their descendants, never forget the miraculous event that brought them into the Promised Land. He desires that they remember His faithfulness and deliverance throughout their journey. The chapter also emphasizes the leadership of Joshua as God's chosen successor to Moses. It states that the people revered Joshua, recognizing that God was with him just as He had been with Moses. This chapter teaches us the importance of remembering God's faithfulness and the significant events He has brought us through. The memorial stones serve as a powerful reminder of God's love, protection, and guidance in our lives. They also encourage us to pass down our stories of faith to future generations, so they too can understand the greatness of our God. As we read Joshua chapter 4, let us take time to reflect on the milestones in our lives where God has intervened, provided, and protected us. Let us build our own memorials of praise and thanksgiving to remember and share with others the marvelous works of our loving and faithful God. Dear brothers and sisters, we will continue with the book of Joshua in the next video. Thank you. God bless you.